Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss about web servers and its types. First of all, what is web servers? Web servers are helpful in hosting web applications and able to help access the web application over the web, like over the internet. There are many kind of web servers. Web servers acts and helps differently for the web applications. There are Nginx, there are Apache, there are Lightspeed, and many more. So let's discuss about one of them. Let's let's start implementing Nginx and what is Nginx. Nginx is also what is a type of web server. So we'll just start implementing web server. Before before starting implementing, why do we require web servers? Web servers acts as proxy for our applications before any request, any HTTP or any kind of request reaches to the server. It will act as a wall in between the request user and in between the client and the server. It helps in securing our web application. So, and not only security, it is the main part which hosts and which renders the static content. So, when we are accessing the application, it is only because of a web server. So, Nginx is one type of web server. So, we will start implementing it. Usually, we use Linux environment for hosting our applications because it is considered as secure and best practice. The first thing we can do is we can update the repositories in our environment. Then we can go on installing the packages we required. Okay, we have updated it. Now we can install Nginx. This simple command apt install Nginx can install our web server tool. You can see our package is getting installed. In the same way, we can also use different web servers like Apache, Tomcat, Lightspeed, CAD, EIS, different web server tools. Every tool has its specifications and its use cases so that it can be chosen. So we are starting with Nginx. Now you can see our package is installed. Then we can enable it. systemctl start Nginx. Yeah. Then you can enable it. systemctl enable Nginx. You can see it is creating a symlink. Then we can check the status Nginx. Yeah, if you see this green signal, yeah, everyone likes when it is in active state and running. A DevOps techie guy can relate to this. It runs defaultly Nginx runs on port 80. Wow. You can see the default. You can see the default web page of the Nginx. I'm using killer code environment as it is a free for learning. You can access whatever the port our application is running from this three dots and the traffic section. You can use custom ports and you can also directly use the ports here. Yeah, as simple it is. As simple it is. Welcome to Nginx. It is the default web page. Now, from where this content is coming, you can also see that. Yeah, now we will navigate to the actual static file which is displayed over the web. We can go to where, then we can go to www. Sorry. Now you can see there is HTML content here. Now you can also go to inside the directory. You can see an HTML page is visible. It is defaultly installed while we are installing the Nginx. You can cat see the same content whatever is visible here is being hosted in the web. So we can understand that whatever the file is kept in this directory, in this HTML, in this www folder, that can be visible over the web. So your own application, you can keep the code or static content inside the web www, and your Nginx can serve it over the web. So that's the trick, that's the logic. Now we will try to validate this. Is this the original index.html file? We'll edit the index.html. I will change some text in it. Yeah, I think everyone hates him. Yeah, we'll keep them in caps. Sorry. Yeah, let's save this file. Now we can cat it whether it is saved or not. Yeah, you can see Thanos. Now see the magic. You change the content from your local environment. So this is how you put your own code, your own application in the www, and Nginx does things for you. Yeah, this is the logic. And how does Nginx know to serve the files that are located in the www folder? I can also show you the sites available in Nginx, cd, group, etc. in the Nginx sites available. This is the default configuration file which tells Nginx to serve the files that are placed in var www.html. So if you want your own code, your own application to be rendered or to be served by the Nginx, you have to create your own nginx.configuration, and you have to mention the path, root directory, and etc. in this file. We have validated a sample default Nginx web page. Now we will create for sample just hello world application or a welcome page application, just index.html, our own application in our var www, and we will try to access it from the web so that we can understand how the real world applications can be placed in var www folder. I have created a file with all the commands containing it. First of all, we need an index.html. Let's start implementing it. We'll go to var www. We'll create one more directory. How it works in production, we will create our own directory for our application with our application name. So I will keep here our test. You can see test directory is created here. We can go to the test directory. We will create an index.html. We should play this content in this, just a sample for testing. You have to save it. Yeah, you can see index.html. Yes. Now our Nginx will defaultly by default serves the files which are in HTML folder, which are in this HTML folder. Now we need to tell the Nginx serve the files from the test location. Okay. Then for that we have to make some changes. cd cd etc. Nginx. Just a minute. We have completed this. And one more thing, we have to give permissions. That's the most important thing. We have to give permissions to this so that Nginx www data can access it. That is in a group created so that Nginx can use this. Now we have to create nginx.configuration. Now we will create an Nginx configuration file in our sites available directory. We have to move to sites available. I think I have already created it, so I will create one more one. You can follow any name as your wish. Yeah, and I will leave this content in it. This nginx configuration file tells our server to run on port 80, and our root directory is var www test, and to serve the starting point is the index.html. Then we have to save it. Yeah, you can say test is created. Now we have to create it. We have created a file, but we have not informed Nginx yet. So we have to create a symlink for that. What does this command do? It will tell to consider the test configuration file instead of the default one. Yeah, I think this is completed. We have to remove the default Nginx configuration file for avoiding any conflicts. Then we have to restart the Nginx. These are the commands given by official documentation. Yeah, now we will try to check if this works. Yeah, it worked. Now our application is serving the content that is from the test. You can see, you cannot see the, you can see, you can validate. Hello Nginx, this is some page served using Nginx. Yeah, this is it for this session, guys. If you like this video, please support by subscribing my channel. Thank you.